I thought if I could just stay sober long enough, the anxiety would go away. Spoiler alert, it didn't. I was still afraid, still overthinking, still waking up in the middle of the night with a tight chest and a racing mind. And I started wondering if I missed something in my sobriety, in my recovery. So if you're sober and you are afraid of the future, if you're scared about tomorrow, if you are having anxiety and strife, you are not broken, beloved. You're just being invited to go deeper. So let's talk about it. Welcome to A Spiritual Remedy. My name is Sunshine Daye. And as we look at the world around us, depending on your perspective and how you want to see it, you can easily say, hey, you know what, with all this political instability, with rising costs, with violence, with job insecurity, aging parents, the climate crisis, you name it, dang, are we going to hell in a handbasket? And being in recovery, we don't have those coping mechanisms and tools that we had before. Like, we don't pick up a drink, we don't pick up a drug, we don't numb out. Yeah, you might pick up a cigarette. Yeah, you might start aimlessly scrolling, but that's a whole nother talk show. We're awake for the most part, and many people are terrified. You might even be thinking to yourself, what if I can't hold it together? What if I don't feel safe? What if I never feel safe? What if things get worse? What am I going to do? Where's my money going to come from? And even though you're sober, it can feel like you're about to spiral into fear. And, fear is classified with stealing because it robs us of our peace, of our joy, of our sleep. And if you're anything like I was, you might be trying to control everything. You might be trying to control people, places, things, outcomes, your calendar, just to feel some sense of stability. But control doesn't heal the fear, beloveds. It just masks it. It just makes it worse. And that was me for many years into my own recovery and my own sobriety. I was still anxious and I was ashamed because I couldn't positively think my way out of it. Because this ain't about just being woke. What I didn't realize is this. Sobriety is the doorway, but peace of mind and trust, that's an inside job. So what finally helped me was this. I stopped looking for relief in trying to control the outside world. I stopped blaming myself for feeling anxious and uncertain and being fearful. Because here's what I've learned. That fear of the future isn't just about what's happening in the world. It's also about what's happening inside of me. It's a sign that our faith is much stronger in what might go wrong than it is in what's always right inside of us. And that's where our spiritual practice comes in. It's not going to fix the outer world, but it's to anchor us in peace no matter what's happening in the outside world. See, you don't need to white knuckle your way through fear because there is a power, a presence. It's this indwelling presence that's within you that will bring you calm, that will bring you to that state of confidence and of clarity. Not because life becomes perfect and you're all zen, but because you've tapped into something greater than your circumstances. Something that's trustworthy, something that is unshakable. Now, as I started building this relationship with this indwelling presence, my life shifted. And here's why. Because I stopped believing and putting all my faith and trust in a God that I was raised with. You know, that punishing God that withholds, that God that is seeing what you're doing and disapproves. Yeah, I started building a relationship with this indwelling, loving, intelligent, and always available higher power. And that changed everything. And no, it didn't happen overnight. It happened because I got honest, because I got still, and because I got spiritually grounded. Now, in next week's video, I'll walk you through the exact spiritual practice that helped me shift from fear to faith when nothing else worked. It's simple, it's powerful, and it's yours if you're ready to receive it. It's yours if you're ready to stop pretending that everything is fine. It's yours when you actually want to feel better and move away from fear into faith. Listen, if you're anything like me, just being sober didn't fix my anxiety. And you didn't fail. What's happened is that you've outgrown the shallow end of your healing process. And it's time to go into the deeper waters. And those deeper waters, beloved, they're warm, they're sacred, and you are absolutely ready. So take a breath. You're not alone, and this is far from over. Your peace and your tranquility, your confidence, your clarity is closer than you think. See you next week.